You've got to be kidding me. So the Blue Jays, they get swept in the mini 2-game series by the New York Yankees. This time 3-0 in 13 innings. Listen carefully. 3-0 in 13 innings. Yeah, that's right. The Jays had 0 runs and 4 hits in 13 innings. Awful. This team is a roller coaster ride. Look, the Yankees are a very good team. They outgrinded the Jays and they got the job done. But who gave up the 2 home runs to Stanton and Aaron Judge? Joe Biagini. I was at my baseball game, and one of the guys on the team got the updates. And they'd say, well, Jays down 3-0. And I'm like, let me guess. Joe Biagini. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, that's what I thought. 13 innings, they're going to try not to use him, but they had to, and that was it. Dinger Central, Judge and Stanton do the damage. Jays lose 3-0 in 13 innings. Sam Gaviglio was stellar, back-to-back, really, really good starts from the Jays starting pitching. 7 innings, only 3 hits given up, walked 3 and struck out 4. Ridiculously good job from Sam Gaviglio. Ryan Tepera came out and threw 2 innings of 1-hit ball. Clippard came out in 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit, and then Tim Meza cleaned up his inning. John Axford with a clean inning, Danny Barnes with a clean inning, and then Joe Biagini, who is now 0-5 on the year, gives up the 3 runs on the 3 hits. He's just had an awful year. But the bats weren't really nowhere to be found. And the funny thing is, guys, the team overall had 4 hits. 4! Who had 2 of them? Was it Hernandez? No. Smokey? No. Solarte? No. Kendrys Morales! The guy for the first month and a half we were chirping saying this guy's awful. DFA him. Do whatever you got to do to get him out of here. And now he's the only guy hitting the baseball. I mean, yeah, he's only hitting 196, but he was 2 for 5 in the game. Smokey 1 for 5. Travis 1 for 4. And that was it. The Jays only had 2 walks. And in the 13-inning game, 15 strikeouts. Too much. Useless. But we know what this team is supposed to be. The Yankees are a very good team. 40-18 for a reason. Sonny Gray was great in this game. 26-35 are the Toronto Blue Jays. And I saw a stat today. The Blue Jays have the worst record in the major leagues since May 1st. Since our beautiful calendar of April turned over to May, this team has the worst record in baseball since May 1st. 9-23. That is atrocious. Now, I know a lot of people are trying to say the tank is in full effect. Well, great news today. Vladdy Jr. goes down with injury. He left, I think it was a couple days ago, he left the game with an injury. Comes back today, re-aggravates it. Of course. Nothing can go smoothly for the Toronto Blue Jays. But if we're trying to pick positives, it's that Aaron Sanchez gave you a great start a few games ago. Right? Against the Detroit Tigers, he was stellar. Marco Estrada was great against the New York Yankees in yesterday's contest. And today, Sam Gaviglio was unbelievable in his start. So that is 3 consecutive starts for the Blue Jays where they get ridiculously good starting pitching. Now, the great thing about Sam Gaviglio, if he can continue this, who knows? Honestly, the way this year has gone, this guy could end up being the ace of the rotation by the end of the year. I don't know. But the way he's been pitching, he's been very good. Remember, guys, he's 28 years of age. He's not a free agent, so he's still a Blue Jay after this year if they want to. I don't know if he'll have to go through arbitration or anything, but that's only if he continues to stay the same and pitch the way he has. Marco Estrada pitched great yesterday. I guess if we're talking about trade value and all that kind of stuff, that's an option. And Aaron Sanchez was great, and I feel like he's a big part of this team's future. Great to see there. But the bats, they suck. Just plain and simple. The Jays get no runs on 4 hits today. Yesterday, 2 runs on 3 hits. You're darn right. The Jays, in the 2 games against the Yankees, combined for 7 hits. How many hits did the Yankees get in the 13-inning game today? 8. Useless. This Jays team, they are struggling hard. They had the off day on Monday. Now they welcome in the Baltimore Orioles. Now this is not a New York Yankees. This is not a Boston Red Sox. This is not a Houston Astros. This is not anybody in the National League that's any good. This is the 19-41 Baltimore Orioles. Enough said. All right? As much as they've won their last 2 games, doesn't really matter. We are playing the Baltimore Orioles at the Rogers Center for, I think it's a 3-game set. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, it's a 4-gamer, and Sunday. Let's break this puppy down. Game 1, Jaime Garcia is going tomorrow, and your guess is as good as mine what's going to happen tomorrow with him. He's been a bandbox. He was awful in his last start. Couldn't get out, I think it was the 2nd inning. But the start before he went 7 strong. Against David Hess. How old is he? 24. So must be a young guy for the Orioles. He's had a pretty good start to his season. Andrew Kashner and Jay Happ in Game 2 on Friday night. Game 3 on Saturday. Kevin Gausman versus Aaron Sanchez. And then former Tampa Bay Ray Alex Cobb versus Marco Estrada in the finale on Sunday. So, whether this Blue Jays team is in full tank mode or not, what are your expectations for this 4-game series against the Orioles? Because I have no idea. Record-wise, well, technically we should beat them. But technically the Blue Jays should have taken 2 out of the 3 against the Tigers. Well, that didn't happen. The Jays should have, done a lot of things differently over the last month and a half. But they haven't. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? All right. So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys just hated these last 2 games. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that, because run support would be nice for your starters who actually give you good starts. Comment down below, guys. What do you guys think of this game, the last 2 games, all that great stuff. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, possibly draft as well as the game tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. I'll keep you guys posted on that. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow, though, as the Jays take on the Orioles. Jaime Garcia versus David Hess. Hess? Yeah, I think that's how you say his name. Game 1 of the 4-game set against the O's. 2 teams who are playing ridiculously awful baseball. This could be a garbage fest, but I have no idea. It's going to be fun. Who knows? I don't know. What are your guys' expectations for this series, for the start by Garcia tomorrow? And watch. Just watch. The way this team has gone as of late, Garcia's going to throw a gem, but the Jays can't get anything going against the youngster. We're going to have to wait and find out, though. So we'll talk to you guys then. I guess hoping for a win, because it's much more fun to talk about a win than talk about a miserable loss. All right? So we'll talk to you guys then.